Oh, bother.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rome to Power and Politics. I'm still Yin Yang Total War, and last time we left off, we had successfully held Genoa against the Insubres threat. I mean, we've got a real hero on our hands with this guy, Quintus Pictor, the heir to the house of Papiria. He's been doing really well, and hopefully he continues to do well. I want all of my houses to do well, but if they don't, well, we know how it goes. So, taking a look further afield, we were planning on making a move into Illyria, and that is still in the works, but we've got to wait for reinforcements, as well as, make the best of our time with recruiting some auxilia. We want the House of Julia to really lead the charge into Illyria, and we can't do that if we don't have the troop numbers. So, speaking of, let's go ahead and do some more recruiting. It does look like we're pretty limited in auxilia forces here, so I'm going to build up a higher tier of auxiliary barracks. That's not going to be in effect for another few turns. And speaking of, we need to get this one up on its feet as well, even if it is just Murasaki, right? Oh, definitely didn't mean to do that. Let's try that. There we go.
At your command.
All right, and it does appear that the 6th Legion has landed. Not that we're really going to be able to utilize them, but I am going to set them out front of Genoa to keep Pictor from being assaulted once more. Although I'm sure that he would have it well under control by this point. All of that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this battle against Medlan, the final battle of the Insubres War.
None will escape. We should thank the gods, men, for the opportunity that lies before us. Glory as we go over the walls. Plunder aplenty beyond, and wine and a worn woman or two. So, are we ready? No retreat! Break the lines! Glory to Rome! Victory for Rome! Victory for Rome! Attack!
And with a noble speech from our glorious leader, the battle has officially kicked off. So what's going to happen is we're going to attack their forces here, but we are aware that they have forces coming in from the tree line over here, and we're going to have to rely on our reinforcements to get here in time. Not that they could probably defeat us, but they could definitely deal some massive damage if we allow them to. So, we have to stay vigilant with their forces coming in to reinforce. Now, looking over here, I don't know why on these maps, our reinforcements always want to come in like on the opposite side. But it is a matter of fact that that's what they like to do, so whatever, I guess. And these guys are definitely in a rush to get to the city for obvious reasons. I still can't imagine the thought process in abandoning the city, right? I guess because their people were starving. That's the only thing that I could really think was their how do I put this? Their motive, right? Their people were starving, and when we declared war on them, they said, fuck it, and they were trying to grab up some farmland or something. But that's really the only thing that I can think that was going on. because they were losing men by the hundreds each turn. And it looks like the missile exchange has kicked off. Not a whole lot really going on with that. I don't even know if we've killed anybody with a missile yet. I don't see any dead bodies. But hey, it's good to go ahead and start peppering them, getting them ready for what's coming. Oh, speaking of, there's a couple of them. And they made a huge mistake of letting their missile units get out too far ahead. You know what we like to do with missile units? It's time for the sweep. And we've got more of our cavalry forces coming in on the flank. And I guess they thought we were going to meet their oath sworn in honorable combat. That is not what's about to happen. Not when we've got soft targets out here. And just a whole lot of maneuver warfare happening. They're not ready out here in this field. They should have tried to at least stick together, but they were too eager to get back to the defenses, which have already begun to fall, as you can see here. Our Principes are up and over this wall, and there's just no saving them. Looking back out, our infantry forces have decided to engage them. And this is going to be whatever is left of their war chief or their war chief's army. And a secondary war chief is out here allowing himself to get massacred by a bunch of levies. And this is it, the final charge of the Rohirrim on top of this already beleaguered force. Meanwhile, in the city, things have taken a turn for the worse for the barbarians. They just don't have a chance, unfortunately. But they already knew that. I think they always knew that. The moment we declared on them, it was over. It appears that the battle in the woods has been won. The infantry from the Second Army is coming in. And surprisingly, some of their forces are still holding. Of course, when you've got nowhere to go, you might as well, right? And spoke too soon. We gave them a little bit of space, and now they are fleeing. And it is time to move into the city and finish off the rest of their forces. Again, folks, it's over for the forces of Patavium. Not Patavium, Medlon, and I think you know how this is going to end, so I'll let it play out, but I will see you back on the campaign map. And a decisive victory for the House of Cornelia. Obviously, we're not going to subjugate these guys. They stand in the way of Italian unification.
Ready for battle.
And it is all but over. I'm sure that we'll have to hunt down the rest of them.
Commander.
See if we actually can do that.
Victory!
No, unfortunately not. But we will in the next turn. So, let's see what else we've got going on here. Engineering would be good. We're not really at the point where we're having to siege people out. At least not all the way. This would definitely be good. Well, minus 3%. Jeez. Rome really stacks on those bonuses, huh? It doesn't feel as good. I'll say that right now. Replenishment rate for all armies. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go for naval maneuvers, and then we'll probably lean back into economy before pressing on with something else. Well, we might hover on the civil side for just a little bit. We need to get all of these buildings up to speed. So, that being said, we have captured Medlon, and we're about to tear it down. Now, I do want Medlon to be a garrison colonia. It is going to be the frontier against the tribes of the Alps, which I'm sure will be trying to come down here shortly. Let's build a... Not a library. We could go for a slave center. How is our slavery going? Where can I see that? In the economy tab? Details. There we go. Slaves. So we have 18% slaves, 16% corruption. Oh, 18% of our income is from slaves. There we go. We do have a pretty large slave population here. Let me check it out in Italia itself. Oh, we got a huge slave population down here. And let's see about our other territories. Pretty large. Jeez. We're really coming hard with the slaves, huh? Not so much up here. Only 20% of the population. All right. So, let's actually see who is going to be ruling this territory. And it is firmly in our control, so that's good. So House Cornelia will maintain control of northern Italia. Well, northern Italy, excuse me. This is Italia. So we'll maintain control of all of this. I'm sure that this will be passed on to someone else. And we've got to get the Julia an actual entire province. We could go for Magna Graecia, but we have decided to attack the Illyrians. And we're at war with the Illyrians anyway, so we might as well.
At your command. Ready for orders.
Now that we have expanded, we can definitely afford to expand the army a little bit more as well. So, let's do just that. We're going to get some velites. And let's get some more Saki Hastati. Looks like we're at our limit.
Commander. Ready for orders.
That will at least make this army half stack.
Commander.
And I think we will send our the first auxilia to assist with the conquest as well.
Ready for battle. We hunger at your command.
And I was building, that's what I was doing. So we're not going to go with slave trader. We're going to go with a cattle trader. This is a more farming focused system that we've got going on here. Yeah, let's actually go with that one. I think that's the only place that we're doing that. Yeah, we've got cattle trading out here. So we'll have the delicatessen out here. We will also build a shrine to Mars, or a temple to Mars, excuse me. And finally, ooh, maybe a amphitheater would be a good idea here. No, no. We're going to make this a city of smoke with a suburbia. And we need to focus on war as well. Ooh. Well then, let's do that. I guess we won't make this a city of smoke, but we will make it a city of war. And that will end up becoming a legionary barracks. Although we could put it in Patavium. we'll leave it how it is for now. This will become a barracks, and that will be that. All right, and that sounds good. It's never the end of my turn. All right, let's take a look. The second, of course, did wonders out there on the battlefield. He's definitely a warrior. We're gonna make him a warrior. A good soldier. Definitely a general. We want him getting cheaper recruitment and a great planner. So I'm going to make him a let's make him a logistics guy. Let's give him some rewards as well. A military tribune would be definitely good, but I don't know. A heroic vilate? See, that's upon recruitment. I hate that. That's definitely good. That's definitely good. A signifier. And a priest of Victoria? I'm gonna say absolutely. Formidable fighters for sure, and let's go with accomplished skirmishers as well. They have done a fantastic job. Rome is eternally grateful. You know, until we have to kill them or something. Alright, and I think that's it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, now we can hit the intern button. No, we can't. We never can. We can go with some infrastructure spending or Romanization. Romanization is what needs to happen here. All right, and now we're ending that turn. A good 20-something minutes into the episode, we're still on the same turn that we started. Love it. And it looks like they're making some moves. I don't know what kind of moves. Hopefully we can get over there before the Greeks start making their moves, because that's the opposite of what we want. We don't want to lose Illyria to the Greeks. Interesting. Well, it looks like we've got one last battle of Genoa. Hopefully this is the last battle of Genoa. These people have seen enough grief and blood, but let's just jump right in. Oh, they got a lot of mercenaries. Anyway, let's jump right into it.
Thrown these invaders back into the sea. I hope that Neptune will drown them all. I want these bastards dead. By sword or sea matters not, but dead. Stand ready.
And the hero of Genoa has spoken. He wants Neptune to drown these guys, and so we will, right? Now, most of these forces are going to be mercenary forces. Keep in mind, they're not going to feel the same. They're not going to feel compelled to stick around, much like the actual Insubres forces would. But there are hardly any Insubres left to speak of, and so they got to go with what they got. Now, coming in is an advanced force from the House of Brutus. They, I'm sure that they would love to give more, but the rest of the army is delayed. Mostly due to, well, actually due to limitations on the game itself, but that's okay. I do wish that Rome had the ability to hand your armies over to the AI, like the Warhammer games do, but it's all right. And it looks like the fighting has begun in the center. Now, we have just rallied everyone together in the center. We're still trying to recover from the massive battles that have taken place before this one, and so we're not going to go out there and expose any of our flanks. We're just going to have a solid block here. And it looks like they have tried to take after us using their cavalry to break through, but it's just not going to work for them, not against this solid block of men. Speaking of cavalry, Victor has begun to move. Whether expecting reinforcements or not, he is not going to allow these enemy forces to just hang out in his city. This Genoa might as well be House Papiria at this point. And as we ride down these missile units, the rest of the Roman army is beginning to pour in. And at this point, they should probably know better. But where are you going to go? You've already committed. And it looks like once again they are going for this failed strategy of come on up the center. But as you guys know, it's not going to work out for them. As you can see, any rear guard elements are already being wrapped up. There's not enough of them. And they brought way too many skirmishers for a fight with us. And in come the infantry forces of House Brutus to really shore things up. Although it does appear that the war chief has been able to push in just a little bit, but of course it's not going to be enough. And here they come now, guys.
To advance!
And in comes Victor for the final crash. And guys, you know it's over from here. There's just nothing they can do. And Rome is once again saved from the barbarian menace. And another decisive victory for the forces of Genua. I mean, what's there to say? They're the champions of Rome right now. And guys, as much as I want to fight this battle, it's going to be a silly one, so I will just auto-resolve it. I am curious if they ever even breached the gate, but not really an issue. Now this is going to be an issue, and unfortunately it is going to have to be an issue for the next episode, because I am officially well, not officially, but I will be pressing way into time fighting this battle. This one's going to be a big one, guys, so stay tuned for that. I'll catch you in the next episode coming out on Thursday. And to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I will see you next time.
If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know, because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.